Some people look calm from the outside, but inside, their mind is like a storm. Have you ever met someone who gets angry at the smallest things? Or maybe, that someone is you. Today, I want to tell you a story about a farmer named Raman. He had everything people dream of: land, money, respect. But he was a slave to one thing: his anger. If a worker made a mistake, he shouted. If his child spilled water, he screamed. People didn't respect him, they feared him. Until one day, an old woman taught him a lesson without using big words or holy books. Not through lectures, but through a simple cup of tea. What happened next changed his life forever. And if you truly listen, it might change yours too. So sit back, and let me tell you the story of the angry farmer who discovered inner peace. In a quiet village surrounded by waving sugarcane fields and the distant sound of cowbells, there lived a farmer named Raman. He was strong, hardworking, and wealthy compared to others. His fields produced the finest crops, and his oxen were the biggest in the village. But despite all his success, there was one thing Raman could never control: his anger. He shouted at workers, slammed doors, threw tools when things went wrong. Even his family trembled when he walked into the house. Children ran away when they saw him coming. Women whispered, "He has everything, except peace." One morning, while Raman was working in the field, one of his workers accidentally broke a wooden plow. Raman's face turned red. "Useless fool," he yelled, grabbing the broken piece and throwing it aside. "Do you know how much this costs? You all eat from my earnings, yet you destroy my tools." The worker bowed his head silently. At noon, Raman's son came running to the field to give him water. In his hurry, he tripped and spilled most of it on the ground. Raman's blood boiled. "Can't you even walk properly? Get away," he shouted. The little boy's eyes filled with tears as he ran back home, wiping his face. Later that evening, rain clouds gathered over the sky. Raman panicked. "If it rains now, all my harvested crops will get wet." He rushed to move them, but slipped and fell into the mud. Soaked and frustrated, he punched the ground in fury. "Why is everything against me?" he roared. That night, Raman ate silently while his wife and children sat far away. Nobody spoke. And for the first time, Raman noticed the distance. His success had filled his pockets, but his anger had emptied his home. Sleep didn't come that night. The next morning, Raman was walking through the village when an old woman called out, "Raman Beta, come have some tea." She was his late father's friend, a kind, wrinkled woman who lived alone. Raman hesitated, but followed her inside. She placed a blackened kettle on the fire, filling it with water. As it began to boil, she dropped tea leaves in. The bubbling water made a loud churning sound inside the metal pot. After a moment, she poured the boiling water into another clay pot beside her. The clay pot sat silently, no bubbling, no sound. The old woman turned toward Raman. "Tell me, why did the first pot make noise and this one doesn't?" Raman shrugged. "Because the water was boiling before, and now it's calm." The old woman gave a soft, knowing smile. "Exactly. A boiling pot makes noise. A calm one reflects peace." She poured the tea into cups and handed one to him. "You, my son, are like that boiling pot. Always bubbling with anger. Making noise everywhere you go. But what has it brought you? Respect? Or fear?" Raman slowly lowered his eyes. The old woman continued. "Do you know what real strength is? Not lifting heavy loads. Not earning the most money. True strength is controlling the fire inside your mind. When your heart becomes calm like still water, only then will you taste peace." Her words echoed deeper than any advice he had heard before. That day, Raman went home quietly. In the evening, when his son hesitated near the door, Raman softly called, "Come sit beside me." The boy's eyes widened. Slowly, he sat down. Raman placed his hand gently on his head. "I'm sorry." The boy blinked. It was the first time he had heard those words from his father. That night, when his wife served food, Raman said, "Sit with me too." Tears filled her eyes silently. The next day in the field, when a worker dropped a basket of grain, Raman walked toward him. Everyone froze, expecting an explosion. Instead, Raman bent down, picked up the basket with him, and said, "Be careful next time." The worker looked at him in disbelief. Days passed. Raman wasn't completely changed, anger still tried to rise, but every time it did, he remembered the boiling pot. Before speaking, he would pause, breathe, and calm the water inside. Soon, his house filled with laughter again. Workers no longer feared him, they respected him. Children who once ran from him now ran toward him. And for the first time in years, Raman slept peacefully. Not because the world changed, but because he changed. Moral of the story: true peace isn't found by controlling others, it is found by calming the fire within yourself. A boiling mind makes noise. A still mind reflects peace.